Alright, so today we are here with a video on a nice alternative to ice bursting, really. I mean, this is what it all comes down to, really. For each method, you have to find where its kind of niche is, and for this method, I think that that's what it is. Personally, the requirements are a little high, as you do need 80 for stun, but necessarily that's not true, because you could use just already teleport, high alchemy, and a enfeeble type option or vulnerability or something along those lines. So you could use any one of those. Today I'll be using stun because I do have 80 magic, so I figured that's the best way to go about it and the best traits that you'll possibly find. Basically what we'll be doing today, if you guys haven't noticed by the 3 spells that I said and where we are today, we will be stun, alching, and teleporting. It's one of the best magic XP methods in the game on the regular spellbook. I think it probably is. Today I will go over how to do it with you guys and really what you can expect from this method. So basically it's not that expensive and you get really good XP, so we're going to test it out. That's the one thing with ice bursting, unless you're on a Slayer task, which is probably the most efficient way to train magic in the game, so don't get me wrong on that, but make sure if you want to actually get it efficiently, you go do Slayer for your magic. That's what I'd recommend 100%. But if you want a different method and you just like training in general, this is what I would go with. Basically what you're going to need is a mud battle staff and some configuration of armor that allows you to get less than 65 in magic attack bonus. As you can see, I have negative 75, so we're definitely good there. But what we will be doing today, I guess, can be shortly summed up by the fact that you are going to want to kind of go in this order is what I found. Basically, you're going to want to find a guard, and if you have that negative 75, what you're going to want to do is stun him, then follow that up with a double click on the high alch, and then teleport to Artie. Now, you're going to obviously want to do this a little bit faster, and I'll throw in some clips now of me doing it. Basically, it's not that hard. Once you really get the flow for it, you really start to get going, and once you kind of hit that rhythm, you really get good at it, so it comes with practice. One thing that I will say, though, is that you're going to want to turn off your auto retaliate, because if you actually are a little too slow, and this will happen every now and then, because you'll just misclick, and sometimes a guard really teleports, or I guess you teleport far away from the guard with the Artie spell. One thing that will happen is you will get hit eventually, and you don't want to attack back, I guess. And another thing I find helpful that you guys don't necessarily need to use yourself is screen markers. There are things that you can download online that allow you to do this. However, with OS Buddy Pro, basically, you can also do this pretty easily, and that's just with this add feature. So basically, now I'm going to go ahead and test this for a little bit. So we have all of this right here now, 46.208 mil. So we will take that as the price right now, and then we'll do a little bit of testing and find out how much money this is per hour and how much XP you can expect to get. Alright, and there we go, a little while later, so I'm going to go over and check how much XP per hour I was getting, and that is a little low for what you can expect. However, it's not bad, so let me go over and show this to you guys real quick. As you guys can see, I am getting 174k per hour. Now keep in mind, this is with a ton of misclicks, like so many. It's ridiculous. As you guys can see, like if you guys balance out my numbers as far as nature runes and law runes go, I didn't stun sometimes, I would mess that up. It's also pretty easy to mess up the high alch, considering that if you hit it too high up here, you actually might even miss your box for the air battle staff, which I find is a little weird. I used to always think that they were right over top of each other. I don't know if anything changed recently with that. So for some of you that may be a little bit more gifted with your clicks, you can look for upwards of 200k magic XP per hour and actually close in on about 240k at absolute maxes. But basically, in this little bit of time that I tested here, as you guys can see, we did end up spending some money, and I will check that out now. Now we have lost 103k, and the total time that I was actually testing this for was 12 minutes. So if we go ahead and take that, that means in 12 minutes I lost 100k, which means in a total hour you can expect to lose about 500k and gain close to around 180k XP per hour on average. But for some of those that may be a little bit better and can achieve 240 to maybe 230k XP in an hour, you'll be looking to spend about 600k. So to start, basically we know that ice bursting can get us around 230k XP per hour. Now this is going to come in at a cost of 1 mil. Now if we go ahead and multiply that 230k XP, which we'll need here in a second, by the 2.8 GP per XP that we have for the method that we were doing today, basically that comes in at a cost of 644k. And what this means is in the amount of XP that you spend 1 mil bursting, you'd only spend 644k doing this method. Now if you're getting 200k XP per hour, basically you're going to have to spend another 9 minutes to hit that 230k mark that you would get bursting. but you'll be saving yourself 356k in the process, which means that if you can't make more than 2.4 mil an hour, this method's actually going to be more worth it for you than something like ice bursting. Now, if you're someone like me who has really bad clicks and you're getting 175k per hour, it's going to take you another 19 minutes to hit that 230k XP barrier, and you're going to save yourself again 356k, coming out to a total of 1.1 mil, which means that if you can't make more than 1.1 mil, this method's also going to be better for you then. Basically what this means is if you have pretty decent clicks, this method's actually really good. You can actually beat ice bursting, or at least get really close to it if you're near perfect. But once you actually start to get the rhythm and the flow of this clicking method, it does get easier, and you can actually start to get up there as far as your XP. So it's definitely something that I recommend checking out, as I do think it's quite intriguing, and it's definitely another way to play the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. If there's anything you guys want to tell me, comment that down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy the content as well, and we have a Twitter and Twitch in the description down below. Also, hit up the clan chat, large EXP lamp. But that is going to be it for me today, so hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and